Let's talk about the Rebirth event, the extent of investment you're going to have to do in various different types of modes, and especially on the hunt to try and get yourself a 7-star Rebirth Selector. There are 6 relatively achievable, I use that term, relatively achievable and maybe achievable with bunny ears, tokens that you can collect. So you can get 6 of them plus. The 6 of them, one located in Relics Reborn Alliance event. There is one there's 2 that's located in the exploration of the Crucible, and that is they explore either difficulty during the event, which is nice. There's also one that's in the Realm event for the Crucible. There's also one in the Hero Shards Arena solo event as part of the Rebirth event part 2. And then there's one in the calendar as well, giving you 2 selectable opportunities for champions in the Rebirth Rework selection. I personally recommend to go and do the Crucible, the Legendary difficulty, or whatever difficulty you can get as soon as possible, mainly because you can see that there are 2 Rebirth crystals available, and what that does is it limits down your need for getting more tokens, but it also could mean an opportunity. With RNG dictating who you pick up from that particular double crystal opening, you'll then be presented with selecting champions. So you could largely select the champion that you want, awaken the one that you want, or go for one that you don't have yet, providing you're like, great, RNG served me up a champion I want, but maybe you want to select another champion you want. You're going to have to make that particular decision. We're still yet to find out what is going to be in the special 7-hour Rebirth crystals, and at least we can surmise the length of time that they'll run. It runs from August 20th to September 3rd, which is that 2 weeks? That is... No, it's not 2 weeks. It is. It's a little bit. Yes, it is. It's more than that actually. Yeah, 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks. Okay, that's interesting. So that means there's a large amount potentially that you could see for the crystals. Now they are every 7 hours. Sorry, it is 2 weeks. I was looking at the wrong calendar. Luckily, I corrected myself just quickly. But if you take your 336 hours in that length of time, divide it by 7, obviously 7 hours, and that means that you can get a total of 48 of those Rebirth crystals. We'll be talking a bit more about the Rebirth event when it properly drops next week. But in terms of getting the tokens, which that's the main thing about this video, is getting the tokens to get the selectors. Let's go over the work that you're going to have to do in order to grab the tokens. And yeah, so once you've done the exploration of the quest, that of course is where you're going to see 2 of your tokens for there. Then you've got the points that you're getting as part of the Crucible Rebirth event. The Crucible Rebirth event does mean that you're going to have to put 2,000 points in. There is a rank-based system in it, which is not applicable to getting to Rebirth tokens. It is applicable with a different event because Kabam like to lay on events. But for this one, you will need 2,000 points. Funnily enough, if you did those objectives we saw a moment ago, including the mini Crucible objectives and defeating the bosses, guess what it all adds up to? That's right. 2,000 points. Command were clever right there. I don't know if there's going to be any additional points that could be added to this, but theoretically that you're kind of limited. You're going to have to literally do everything that Command put in there. So you are kind of forced to do the Crucible in order to get the relevant amount of points. Also in Relics Reborn, I have gone over Relics Reborn, and you do need 1,600 points. How you do that will be opening up those relic crystals, but something I really recommend is holding off using your units into the last very moments. Like wait until towards the end of the event, which at the point of recording this video is about 18 days. It's probably 17 days by the time you see this video. And that's the time. Like wait 16 days, go, okay, well, have I made up to 1,600 points? If it's worth it, then go for it. If not, then you're going to lose out on this extra token right here. Maybe that'll be fine. Maybe it won't be. There is a rank portion to this, but again, similar situation as an alliance. You need to get a high amount of points, but that requires a lot of spend of units, but also requires a lot of spend of money. The acquisition method does change like player to player, depending on progression. And you can see like I can get Valiant based ones, there's Thronebreaker ones, of course there's 5-star ones, but if you don't have the Valiant ones, you're not going to get a massive amount of points. So theoretically, you're just going to be buying a load of 5-star Statcast relics for a lot of units, and it's ultimately going to be very frustrating as a result from it. So be careful, but I would wait till the very end and top up your points. As I said before, go to your Trader's Outpost on a weekly basis. The same with Radiant Store, the same with the Battleground Store, and rebuy some of the relic-based materials from a 5-star upwards perspective, which I've been doing, which of course has been working relatively well. Today's wondering what is the most easiest method to farm the tokens? Well, very tough, but very easy at the same time. The Arena Solo event will probably be one of the best and easiest methods. The second easiest method is going to be the login calendar. Like those two things, you literally got to do next to nothing in order to do. The next one is a toughie. It really is. Because it's either you go 1,600 points deep into Relics Reborn, which requires your units, or requires you to use maybe a lot of units or revives and health potions to get yourself through the Crucible. And I think that's where we've got to draw that particular line. To try and get up to the Crucible amount for the one in the Realm event is too much. So yes, these two here are the most easiest. The lower than easiest, like third easiest, has got to be doing the Crucible event itself, like the actual quest itself, which doesn't seem as easy in that. Maybe you could do normal difficulty, and that could be an easy way to kind of approach it. That may be it to do it, to get enough points, but it's a lot of points. It's a lot of points. Is it 2,000 points I said before to kind of get there? I mean, it is possible. Maybe do that, but you want the more spicy things from the legendary difficulty one, but down to a personal choice, of course, at the end of the day with that one. Yeah, exciting stuff, exciting times when it comes to getting this done. I am hopefully going to be working this weekend. He says maybe it'll just be I'll have to bump it till Monday. I've got a lot of stuff on personally on Sunday and Saturday. I'm out for the entire day of Saturday. But there's going to be stuff that needs to be done, right? So I'm going to hopefully have a Crucible guide out next week. I know a lot of people have already done it. A lot of people have suffered through it. I don't know why people rush into a lot of this content without thoroughly preparing. But anyway, we'll cover it. We'll give you some options. It's permanent content, but I want to get this done, and I want a lot of people to get this done as well, so they can get some points, they can get some tokens, and get those free 7 stars. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely weekend if you haven't done already, and I'll see you for the MCN Bright and Breezy on Monday morning. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.